The sun has set, night has fallen, and that means it's time for college basketball. Some action in the Ohio Valley Conference here as we take a drive towards Liberty Arena as the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles host the Tennessee Martin Skyhawks. We welcome you courtside inside Liberty Arena. My name is Max Parker alongside John Morris. And John, we've got a good one tonight. Two teams on the opposite ends of the spectrum. UT Martin look to continue their good fortune. USI looking to turn the page.
And based on some of the other results today, right now, UT Martin in first place by themselves.
Yeah, a lot of mix-ups we'll talk about throughout the broadcast up top of the OVC standings. But for now, let's check out the matchup stats brought to you by Bob McCloskey Insurance, supporting student athletes as an official sponsor of the OVC. The Skyhawks locked down on defense.
Yeah, they are outstanding on defense, and they have the advantage in several of the offensive categories. There's no doubt about it. USI is going to have a tough hill to climb to try to pick up a victory.
And for the Skyhawks, they have no trouble scoring the basketball, and that's led by this guy, Andrea Bukmirovic.
What a player, a 6'7" junior out of Serbia. 15 points a game. He's shooting 40% from the field, and he has 6 double-doubles this year. That's 23rd best in the country.
The players to watch are presented by Jostens. Jostens, the official recognition company of the OVC. We'll take a look at USI now as Cardell Bailey. This guy can score it.
Yeah, he's top 11 in the OVC in both points per game and field goals. 14.5 points an outing, 40% from the field, and the guy can also rebound.
.15 on the shot clock. Kick to the corner. Extra pass. Cardell Bailey for 3. Great distribution, and Cardell Bailey makes it pay off. He's blanketed by Stephen Clay. And they'll reset here up top to Philip Petkovsky. Petkovsky takes it off the head, scrambling for it. 5 on the shot clock, driving in high off the glass and in over the outstretched arms of Olaj Aboye. What? Just trips off his foot. Now Bailey will feed it to Curtis. Curtis, quick spin around. Curtis, the poster! Ishmael Habib kicks back out up top to Tolu Samuels. He drives, switches hands, count the bucket and the foul. Great body control by Tolu Samuels. Back up top to Buchanan. She thought about it. Nearly poked away by Lynn. And then the cross court to Loden. She fires with a quick trigger and hits. Habib finally goes. Cardell Bailey, 5 seconds. Now 3, spinning around and spiked away by Sakanis. Off the mark down low. KK Brown, they have numbers. Leaving it to Ajaboye. He hammers it home. But Stan Gerard talking about how he's been playing a lot better lately. Sakanis down low with the exclamation point once more. It's 6-4 right now, and that wouldn't mean much except for last year. UT Martin in the 2 games did not trail in either game last year. Amari Brown driving again, and he finishes with the right hand. Kevin Curtis, handoff to Ishmael Habib. He'll pull up from the charity stripe. No. Tallest man on the roster for USI, though, grabs the board. Turnaround baby hook, drops down. Clanging off the back of the iron. Fast break here for USI. Habib, he'll try his luck again, and this time it's true. Darion Baker out on the floor now. He's got 2 fouls, and he stands in front of Tolu Samuels. Drives, fakes, tucks under, and count it. Nice move there by Baker. Let's see if USI can snap their early cold spell from the field. 1 for 4 to start the game. And Shanna Gannon, in her first minutes of the season, hits the 3-pointer straight away. Backing in, kick back out. Cardell Bailey scrambling for position against the bigger Kolchak. Kolchak works it around and sinks it. 10 on the shot clock here, and Stephen Clay drives in with his right. That's blocked away down low by Bukmirovic. Welcome back, everybody, inside Liberty Arena here. And again, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Max Parker alongside John Morris as we introduce our starting lineups here inside Liberty Arena. It's a good contest on tap today. John, we were talking a little bit about in that open. These 2 teams not very high up in the OVC standings, but a lot to play for today with the OVC tournament just around the corner. These teams, they're making a march to try and sneak into that last 8th, 7th spot.
And it's Tennessee Tech right now, 1 spot outside the top 9. They're 5 and 10 in league play. game behind Eastern Illinois heading into action today at 6-9. USI, they're going to have to win out, and they're going to need a lot of help to get in. But the door has not closed just yet.
It has not, and you know, that's, I'm sure, the message from head coach Stan Gerard in that locker room. Guys, backs against the wall. Let's go out there and leave it all out on the floor, and we can try and continue on and really make a push here. Let's take a look back at where these two teams have been in the past and our series history presented by Amcor Global Packaging. Amcor now hiring near you. Visit amcor.com for career opportunities. Again, an opportunity here to get right back into the series overall for USI. Tennessee Tech leads at 5-2. The last meeting, USI notching on their second win.
That last meeting between these two teams, USI, a ferocious second half run in the last 6 minutes, outscored Tennessee Tech 23-6. You talk about the second half, though, the last 6 dozen games here, or 6 games, half a dozen. USI has really struggled some in the second half, have had a lot of leads they've given up, and that's been part of this 5-game losing streak.
And we'll see how they fare again today. They have been doing a nice job building off of the jump, and the tip is underway here. Let's see if they can get that hot start again today. But it'll be Tennessee Tech handling first, and Ty Owens up top. Owens driving, laying one high off the glass, and the first points courtesy of Ty Owens.
Owens held scoreless last time against Southern Indiana.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups here for USI as they handle for the first time. We've got Amari Brown, Ola Ajiboye, Tolu Samuels, Stephen Clay, and Ishmael Habib out there for USI. We'll take a look at Tennessee Tech in just a moment here as Amari Brown looks to get going again as well. He has been strong in OVC play so far, as has Ishmael Habib all year long. Stephen Clay will fire, and he'll bury the first points for USI.
He had a couple of three-pointers in matchup number 1 in the starting lineup. Looking for Tennessee Tech. You've got Cameron, Montu, Nichols, Owens, and Slatton. What's interesting, both of these teams have yet to, in the regular season, find a consistent starting 5. They've been trying to find the right setup and matchup to string some wins together.
Stephen Clay taking it, those starting lineups presented by Wilson, the official basketball of the OVC. Ishmael Habib bobbles it and steps out of bounds, and that'll be the first turnover of the game for USI here as we see John Pelfrey getting in the face of Ty Owens as well, just coaching up his player here as, again, both these teams plenty of coaching moments throughout the season, and this is the time of year when you want to be playing at your best.
And right now, Tennessee Tech, they've dropped their last 2. As we talked about, USI dropped their last 5. And how about another 3?
Yeah, left open on an island there, and he drains that 3 to take the lead right back. 2 threes, 1 on each side early on here. Let's see if USI can get another one to drop back into the lead. Stephen Clay made the first one, same spot. This time 2 steps in, and he airmails it. And I'll go the way of Tennessee Tech. Go ahead.
A couple possessions ago, USI had that turnover. Incredible number when USI played Tennessee Tech earlier. USI had only 3 turnovers in that ball game, and Tennessee Tech 13. USI used those turnovers, outscoring on turnover points 15-2. Obviously instrumental in what was a tight ball game.
Tennessee Tech breaks the trap, and Juwan Nichols gets the first points of the game. He was our player to watch, and he's on the board for the first time today.
Right now, it's Tennessee Tech finding a way. Obviously, they had the 3s, but just find a way to get into the paint.
Amari Brown working up top on Slatton, finding his way down. Slatton taps his chest, says, hey, that's my bad, guys. Amari Brown just making a nice move down low for 2 more.
That was a beautiful play. Brown averaging 13.5 and did a great pivot to get to the bucket.
We're seeing a smoothness here early on between these two teams. It's not as choppy as you and I have seen earlier this season, John. As Ty Owens has to check it back out. Let's see if that can continue on. I think both teams would be very pleased if they could find a rhythm. Late in the shot clock here, spinning around. Nichols off the glass, no. Second try, nope. And the board corrals. Let's give it a 3rd try for Tennessee Tech.
And I think USI might get a block shot off of that as a turnover for the Golden Eagles. But USI a good defensive team when it comes to block shots. They're number 3 in the conference, and they've got that number spread across 3 different players.
Yeah, anchored by Tolu Samuels and Ola Ajaboye down there. Samuels handles up top right now. 7-5 early on here as the Golden Eagles and the Screaming Eagles. 2 varieties of Eagles on display today here at Liberty Arena. Amari Brown loses that one, and last touch off of Tennessee Tech. It'll stay with the home team.
Talk about the 2 birds. I always kind of feel like the OVC's an avian conference.
Oh.
A lot of birds, mascots
True.
across the 11 teams.
How many of those bird noises can you make? Is there a difference between a Screaming Eagle and a Golden Eagle sound?
Not a whole lot, but most people would be surprised that the sound they make isn't the one we think they do in movies.
Well, USI treated again to the sound of rim there on the miss, and they will head back towards Tennessee Tech. Well, we saw some making good on early possessions, and now we're headed the other way. Both teams going a little bit quiet here, approaching 4 minutes into the contest.
I was about to say, the crowd here is very quiet on this Saturday afternoon. Had a long break between the women's game and this one, and it's taken a while for this crowd to get revved up a little bit.
Jawan Nichols off the mark there. He has 2 already, but falling a little bit more quiet, missed his last 2 shots. Amari Brown, he'll try and get something set up in the post, but pass just off the mark. Ajaboye has to work for it. Kick out up top. Habib, yes.
Habib, number 5 in the conference at 2 1/3 3-pointers per ball game. That broke a stretch of neither team finding the net.
There was a little bit of a stretch there this season as we get a try on the opposite end, courtesy of Makai Cameron, where Habib was out of the starting lineup. He's back in today again, and this time he's hustling down the court. Gives to Clay for the shot on the wing, and it's no good. But another opportunity coming for USI. The offensive glass treating USI nicely early on.
USI's offense is moving well. They're getting some good looks, just some of the shots aren't looking good as they leave the hand.
Yeah, that one off the mark again from Amari Brown. Screen up top, Ty Owens. Doubled for a moment, good pass, slipped down low, blocked away by Ajaboye. Good presence there down low. Amari Brown wide open underneath as he slices through the defense. That leads to a timeout for John Pelfrey and his Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. USI and Amari Brown get the scoring going on the fast break. We'll head to a break. 10-7 USI leads. You're watching college basketball right here on ESPN+.